Hello and welcome. I'm Meenakshi Agrawal, and this is my very first episode of my podcast. The Meenakshi Method, Creating Sacred Spaces for Modern Lives. Energy always brings the right people together at the right time, and this podcast has been inspired by friends and family who love to visit my home, and they always talk about how peaceful they feel, how they want to linger, and they always ask me, how do I do that? So I thought, why not create a podcast and share the knowledge of creating good energy? I call myself an urban architect of energy because today we don't just live in houses, we live in high rises, fast cities, deadlines, emotions, ambitions, and constant movement. And our energy has to keep up with all of that. So, this is a space where we'll talk about homes, harmony, relationships, success, emotional balance, ancient wisdom, and modern life without fear, without jargon, and without superstition. But today, this episode is about me, my journey, my work, the mantra of wholeness, and why you will benefit from this podcast. Before I became deeply immersed in feng shui, astrology, vastu, and energy design, I was a journalist for over 2 decades. Words have always been my first medium. I have written for some of India's most prominent publications, including Femina, and I've been featured in the Times of India, writing columns that reached millions of readers. I've also been connected with and featured in books like Marwar, Vardhaman, Balconies of Bombay, and have been deputy editor for Jetwings. In my life, I have observed something very closely. Success is never just about strategy. It's about alignment. Two people can work equally hard. One flows and one struggles. As a journalist, I was trained to observe patterns. As a human being, I began to feel them. That curiosity slowly led me inward, towards ancient systems of wisdom that spoke the language of energy long before we had words like vibes and manifestation. My academic and spiritual journey expanded into a master's level understanding of feng shui. What fascinated me was this: different cultures, different geographies, different timelines, yet the same truth, that space affects the mind, and mind affects decisions, and decisions shape your destiny. This doesn't apply only to homes. I've seen the same patterns in factories and workplaces that were facing repeated losses, breakdowns, or stagnation. When a space is damaged, physically or energetically, it begins to reflect that damage in productivity and morale. So, feng shui works here as a form of energetic healing. By correcting flow, restoring balance, and clearing stagnation, the space regains rhythm. And when energy flows better, people work better, decisions become clearer, and productivity rises naturally. It's not magic, though it feels like that. It's pure alignment. Modern homes are very different from ancient ones. We live vertically now. We live faster. We consume more information in a day than our ancestors did in a year. So my work evolved into what I call urban energy architecture. Not blindly applying old rules, but translating ancient wisdom for modern living. Because energy should support your life, not complicate it. This podcast exists because I've seen too many people living in beautiful homes but feeling restless, being successful yet emotionally unsettled, working hard but feeling blocked, loving deeply but feeling disconnected. We talk a lot about what to do, but very little but about how the energy feels while doing it. So, here on this podcast, the Meenakshi Method, we'll talk about how homes impact relationships, how energy affects wealth and confidence, why some spaces feel heavy and others feel healing, and how ancient tools can be used practically, not fearfully, and above all, how to live with clarity and wholeness. Which brings me to the mantra I want to begin this journey with. This is a powerful mantra from the Vedic tradition, often called the mantra of wholeness. It's not a mantra of wanting more, it's a mantra of completion. It reminds us that when we begin something, from a project to a relationship to a phase of life, it should only move towards fulfillment, not fragmentation. So, the mantra goes like this. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevava Shishyate. In simple meaning, it says, that is whole, this is whole. From wholeness, wholeness emerges. And even after taking wholeness from wholeness, wholeness remains. This mantra carries a very deep energy. It teaches us, you are not lacking. Your life is not broken. Completion is possible. What begins well can end well. I personally chant this mantra whenever I start a new project, enter a new phase, design energy for a home, or step into something unknown, like this podcast. Because intention matters, energy listens before words do. You don't need rituals. You don't need perfection. You only need presence. So, you can chant this mantra before starting your workday, before entering your home in the evening, before a difficult conversation, before a new beginning. Even listening to it with awareness creates alignment. This mantra doesn't rush you. It steadies you. And that is what I want this podcast to be. A steady, grounded space in a noisy world. The Meenakshi Method for creating sacred spaces with modern living. This episode is my introduction, but also it's an invitation. If you're someone who believes that homes hold memory, spaces carry emotion, and that energy can be edited, healed, and aligned, then you're in the right space. In the coming episodes, we'll explore feng shui, astrology, spirituality, relationships, modern homes, emotional energy, and intentional living in a way that feels relevant today. Thank you for being here at the beginning of this journey. It means a lot to me. And now I will end today's episode with a blessing from me to you. May what you start come to completion. May whatever you seek find alignment. And may wholeness always remain. I'm Meenakshi Agrawal, the creator of the Meenakshi Method, and this is just the beginning.